These AI-generated VO3 videos are blowing up on social media and already making money for many creators, but almost no one explains how they are made. In this video, you will find 8 viral VO3 formats and their prompts, including cinematic prompt structure, all of which are fully aligned with the official prompting guide published by the Google Labs team. We are bringing order to the chaos, saving you tens of thousands of credits with practical VO3 tips.
This is insane!
I've added chapters for all formats, so you can jump directly to the one that is most interesting to you. All the prompts I show you throughout this video can be found in the description below for easy copy and pasting.
You ready for this? Yeehaw!
Our first viral format is ASMR videos with glass fruit cutting. Let's start with prompt structure. Thinking like a filmmaker often means establishing the overall shot type, aesthetic, or format first, before detailing the subject. This approach provides VO3 with a strong foundational context for the entire generation. After that, you can insert your choice of fruit or object to the prompt. In my tests, I noted that it's better to use opaque glass and an original fruit color as keywords to ensure that fruit in your end result will look alive and sustain its original color. Of course, if you remove word opaque, you can turn the fruit to complete glass as shown here. You don't have to always use glass as material. You can change material just by updating the subject section in our prompt structure, and by adding metal lemon, you can produce an ASMR video with a different material. Additionally, you can experiment with alternative objects and textures. Here, for example, I updated my prompt with a detergent bottle made of ice cream, and a metal scoop takes an ice cream ball from the surface of plastic-looking bottle. Let's see the result. And as an alternative here, I used a gold bar to generate some diverse results. ASMR is an incredibly broad format, encompassing a vast range of sound experiences, tailored to your individual preferences. For instance, while some people are relaxed by the sound of a soft human voice, others might find a dog eating their lunch surprisingly satisfying for a pleasant sensory response.
Hello and welcome. Tonight, we're gonna relax and unwind together.
Next format is viral selfie-style vlogger format. I'm using this prompt structure. First things first, let's nail the look. VO3 is fantastic at creating authentic selfie vlog videos, but you have to be specific. Instead of just describing a person, start your prompt with the magic phrase, a selfie video of.
All right, boys, orders just came in from Vader's bitch ass, and me and Greg are headed to Endor. Forest mission, easy terrain, little recon work, should be chill.
We got out! Greg chewed through the net like a psychopath, and now the teddy bears are chasing us. They're throwing things. Greg, why are they so fast?
This immediately tells the AI the perspective you are aiming for. But here's the important part. You need to show the camera is being held. Add details to your prompt like he holds the camera at arm's length, his arm is clearly visible in the frame. This simple addition is what separates a generic close-up from a genuine selfie vlog. Of course, mentioning the style is a YouTube vlog-like is also crucial. These are all important clues which will help VO3 to generate exactly what you ask for.
Okay, we've been getting shot at for 6 hours. I haven't eaten.
I don't want to die out here before Battlefront 3.
To make it even more realistic and convincing, think about natural human behavior. You don't just stare blankly at the camera while you are vlogging, right? You look around. So add subtle actions to your prompt. For instance, describe your character as occasionally looking into the camera before turning to a point of interest. This natural glancing makes the entire video feel more dynamic and real. And remember to have your character do something physical. Even a small smirk or a quick pan of the camera can make a world of difference.
All right, this is it. We're shipping out for Tatooine. High heat, endless sand, probably locals that hate us. Sounds amazing.
I preloaded the nav route myself.
Oh no.
I told you, Greg. I told you not to touch the nav system. You plotted it upside down, Greg. Greg! What the fuck are you doing?
Correcting for wind shear.
We've landed, if you can even call this landing.
That was the smoothest one yet.
There is no way this man passed flight school.
Okay, you got the visuals down. Now let's talk about audio. VEO3 generates sound with every video, and you have total control. Do you need the ambient noise of a busy cafe? Mention it directly in your prompt. You can even add specific sound effects or background music, like a rap song or even a traditional instrument playing on the background. Be specific with your instruments.
Welcome to the Tokyo Crush. You can't even breathe, and yep, someone definitely just farted. Tokyo rush hour. Legend says a guy got trapped and just started living down here. Honestly, I can see why he'd give up. Okay, it's him, the subway legend. And he's wearing pajamas with those, you know.
Now, for the most exciting part, dialogue and spoken words. You can make your characters talk in two ways. You can be implicit and just say, he tells a funny joke, and then VEO3 will generate the dialogue for you. In this scenario, you have less control. Then you trust VEO3's AI model to deliver a good dialogue.
We're gonna see what's in there. I bet it's aliens. So we asked the aliens if they'd seen Elvis. They said, which one? We've got 3 in storage.
Or you can be explicit and write the script yourself. To do this, use a colon after the introduction, like this. Using a colon instead of quotation marks is a pro tip to avoid those pesky auto-generated subtitles. If they still pop up, simply add no subtitles to your prompt.
Surprise them with elephants. The legions are breaking. They have never faced such fear.
Hey guys, quick update. We are literally walking on the bottom of the sea right now. This is insane.
While writing the dialogue, keep it short and sweet. Something that can be said in about 8 seconds. If you add too much spoken words, then your character will speak at lightning speed, or your character will drop some of the words you added, and things will get chaotic.
The Persians are outnumbering us, but my testosterone game is strong. My new Thermopylae test boost gives me peak male performance. Order now, link below. Stay strong.
You didn't believe me, but I have proof now. They're staging the whole thing right here in Hollywood. This lunar module, it's cardboard and duct tape.
Having a conversation? To avoid a mix-up where characters say each other's lines, be crystal clear. Describe your characters uniquely. For example, here, I made it very clear for the model that who says what. Jesus says this line and Mary says that line. But don't rely on names only because model can still mix up who is who. Instead, rely on describing characters. The woman wearing pink says, let's go this way, and man with the glasses reply, no, let's go that way. It's much better to use physical description of each character clearly.
Hi guys, I'm JC's mum, and I just told him the wine's gone.
Totally out.
So now, it's officially his problem.
It worked. Crisis averted, vibes restored. And let's be honest, if we'd ordered wine for delivery, it would have taken years.
Yes, absolutely.
If you want to get even more advanced, you can prompt for accents and even different languages. Keep in mind that location you describe heavily influences this. A character on a beach in Rio de Janeiro is more likely to have a Brazilian accent than one in New York City.
Look at this now. The king of the jungle, big and mighty, but him just a big kitty cat, see? Pure vibes, no danger. We're brothers now.
Wilson, my brother, you always listen. That is deep, man. You always know the right thing to say.
Next viral format is street interviews. It's a great format, combining crazy everyday news or local news with a satirical tone. For street interview format, I'm using this prompt structure. Pay attention that at the beginning, I'm starting with my format again, a street interview style video. Then I continue with over-the-shoulder shot of a female reporter holding a microphone with news logo. Here we are trying to recreate that authentic news segment look.
We're live at the Eat the World Food Festival in Bryant Park, where a culinary celebration has turned into an all-out food war.
Sacré bleu, this is an outrage, an insult to the culinary arts. He put sour cream on my crepe. I slapped him for all of France. His food is weak. No soul. He attacks me. I show him what real food does.
He say my sauce is too simple. My grandmother's recipe from Sicily. I show him simple.
This is not war. It is education. They must learn about good soup, one splash at a time.
The shot type here is important to ensure that it looks realistic. Of course, you can change male or female reporter according to your creative direction. And microphone with news logo is also important to ensure that it will look realistic. I continue with my subject and I describe the background. Background is very important in street interviews and it's definitely part of the storytelling. Then I add the spoken words that I want to hear during interview process. My subject, the Frenchman, will say this. Keep in mind that you can build a dialogue between reporter and interviewer, but then this requires much shorter sentences, keeping the timing in mind. Let me show you some cool examples.
An endless line built up in New York City. Let's ask the people, why are they standing in line?
The line is too long to see what is at the end, so I don't know why exactly am I standing in line.
I'm pretty confident it's the new iPhone. Sorry, the new PlayStation.
I don't even care. This is New York, babe. This is New York, baby.
My wife said it's Tuesday cleaning day, but I was like, nah, I have places to go, so.
We are just trying to get home and didn't want to skip line, but we might do it now.
I'm just here to help the brothers. A good brother is always there.
I'm a French tourist and I don't know what is going on, but it's in my blood to stand with others and encourage them.
My master always told me the true test for your patience is a product launch day in New York City.
In a city of 15 million people, finding a good listener can be hard. Here in Istanbul, a bizarre new service offers a unique solution for city stress.
For a small fee, you can tell all your troubles to a capybara. You just spent 15 minutes with Pasha. Did it help? It was perfect. The traffic, my mother-in-law, he just blinked. No judgment. The best listener in this entire city.
The energy was amazing. His stillness, his silence.
I told him all about my final exams. He didn't tell me to study more. He just...
My granddaughter said, this is good for the soul. I told her about my garden. It has very calm eyes.
Next sub-format is news report with a twist. It's this viral format where you see a man or woman giving an interview, and while this is happening, in the background, something crazy happens. For example, someone falls to a pothole. For this job, I'm using this particular prompt structure. As you can see, it's very similar to our original street interview format, but there's a difference. Here, we have a conversation between reporter and the man being interviewed. You will realize that I clearly emphasize who says what, and I keep my sentences short. Critical part of this prompt is I emphasize the action. I write it separately to ensure that model will pay attention to the action, because this is important part of comedic action in this scene.
The community is hopeful this hazard will finally be addressed. Do you agree?
Claro que sí. This hole has been a nightmare for too long. Today is a good day.
Of course, you can bring street interview format to historical or fantasy realm context. Pointing microphone to normies from an old era, giving them a voice is so interesting. Brings a new dimension to stories and events we know from history or from books. Let me show you some examples.
You're heading to a new life in America. This must be exciting.
Oh, it's grand. And this boat is so terribly big. I'm sure we'll be perfectly safe from any and all floating ice.
Working on the greatest ship in the world. Is it a dream come true?
It's a job. We've got enough lifeboats for about half the people on board, so my main dream is to not hit anything.
The public is debating the new grain subsidy. What are your thoughts?
I'm thinking about lunch. These debates are dreadfully long. The fate of the Republic can wait.
Protecting the empire from barbarians must be glorious.
The pay is terrible, the food is worse, and my sandals are falling apart. I want to transfer back to the head office in Rome.
Big plans for the invasion of Middle-earth. Are you excited?
The hours are long, the equipment is rubbish, and management is just a giant eyeball that never blinks. Morale is terrible.
Our next format is cinematic videos. These are some of the elements you can use in your VEO3 prompts to create a cinematic video. While you don't need to use all these elements, including more specific details will help your videos stand out from other VEO3 content. The more distinctive your details, the more unique your results will be. One of the most important components of cinematic videos is consistent characters. If you are using VEO3 on the Flow platform, you may have already realized that there's a natural stickiness, a consistent look throughout your generations. Unlike some other models that yield high variation, this inherent consistency can be strategically leveraged to maintain a character's appearance across different generations. To achieve this using text-to-video, it's crucial to craft a highly detailed, unique and specific description of your character. Then repeat this full description in every single prompt where that character appears. Simply copy-paste it. For example, here I ask Gemini to create a detailed description of my character. Once I have my character description, I copy-pasted this to every scene I'm generating to maintain some visual continuity between separate generated scenes. This is a very detailed description, including physical features, hair, skin, and can even be clothing. The second part of the prompt is always different because it will be adapted according to the scene. Here, for example, my character is rowing a boat, so I updated my prompt accordingly. And here, my character sees a dog on top of a box, and that's why I updated the second part of the prompt according to the scenario. The initial description of the character is always same. I'm just specifying the background and action according to the scenario. And the next important thing for cinematic videos is being able to control the camera. Camera motion is crucial. For that, I have a separate section in my prompt, just fully dedicated to camera motion or shot type. This prompt structure and keywords will help you achieve most of the mainstream basic camera motion, like dolly in, dolly out, tracking shot, side profile shot, wide shot, where you can show most of the environment, low angle shot, and aerial pullback. Camera tilts up or down, and VEO3 responds to these keywords with high accuracy. However, sometimes just typing the keyword is not enough. VEO3 responds to simple camera motion or shot type keywords well, but there is something else that VEO3 responds even better, and that is describing camera motion in detail. For example, instead of just typing bird's eye view, try describing the camera motion. Cinematic camera climbs to bird's eye view to show your subject. Similarly, instead of just typing camera pans right or left in your prompt, it's better to be more specific. The more specific you are, the better VEO3 responds. For example, camera focused at a close-up of a flower, then camera pans right to focus on something else. I highly recommend this prompt style when you want to have a specific, advanced camera motion in your video outputs. Next viral format is Olympics with animals. I'm sure you saw this. This is where cats or dogs or different animals do a variety of different athletic sports and they compete in the Olympics. To achieve this, you can use this particular prompt. You can of course update the subject according to your needs. One note, some of the viral videos you saw online for Animal Olympics are actually coming from high-fidelity, because high-fidelity has fantastic physics understanding and rendering capabilities.
Time for our face reveal. By the way, if you're enjoying this, please like this video and subscribe to the channel. He prompted me to say that.
Now I want to show you some details about high-fidelity refinement of your video output and some ease of use tips. VEO3 generates 720p outputs, but it offers a free upscaling feature for their subscribers on Flow platform. It's accessible via the download button here, and when you click on it, you will see upscale to 1080p. This particular video is already upscaled to 1080p, and it looks much better and crisp. But you can take this to the next level. There's a new video upscaler from Topaz Labs called Astra. We can describe Astra as magnific AI for video. To use this video upscaler, just upload the video you want to upscale, and since this output is already 1080p, I would like to upscale this to 4K. So I choose 4K here. You can choose your render mode between speed and quality. Speed gets your output faster, and quality mode takes a little bit longer, but it gives you a more precise output. I generally go with speed. there's another decision you need to make. It's choosing between precise and creative. Let me show you the comparison here. This is the original video, and precise mode gives a little bit more details, some textures, but not much. It's still very loyal to the original video. You can see details are pretty much preserved. And creative upscale is really similar to magnific. It gives your video much more details. It adds new details, textures look much more realistic. It is fantastic to boost the realism of your videos. And under creative, you can go for subtle or bold. I'm going to go for bold just to show you what an extreme video upscale looks like. You can also adjust the frame rate. And of course, this is a paid tool. On the screen now, you are seeing the original video and the creatively upscaled video. You can see that it makes a significant difference. But what do you think? Let me know down in the comments below. Do you think it's worth it? What if you want to share this as a reel, or if you need to use this as a YouTube Shorts, a vertical format? You can make your VEO3 videos vertical using Runway. To achieve this, navigate to one of the older versions. Under previous models, choose Gen 3 Alpha Turbo. And from left-hand side toolbar, choose Expand Video. This allows you to expand your VEO3 videos and make them vertical. I'm gonna drag and drop my video here. I picked vertical format. I will hit generate. And my video is ready. Luma has same reframing video feature. You can use it on Luma platform or on Replicate or Fall.ai. It simply does the same thing. I have a good video here, but unfortunately there is a gibberish-like subtitle that I don't want to see. So how to remove these subtitles from your VEO3 videos using CapCut AI? Once you add your video to timeline, select your video, and under Video tab, scroll down to the option called AI Remove and select it. Now CapCut AI scans the video and makes it ready for you to take action. Then choose Brush tool, simply brush this subtitle, carefully select it, and then hit Remove. And subtitles are gone. My next tip for you is using VEO3 Fast mode. I think at this point everybody heard about this. VEO3 has now a cheaper version, but quality-wise, it's simply as amazing as normal VEO3. For that, all you need to do is coming here and switching from VEO3 quality to VEO3 Fast. And you can see it costs 20 credits to generate these videos, and it's much cheaper than full VEO3 model, which costs 100 credits per video. My last tip for you coming directly from official VEO3 guideline, Google recommends using Gemini to create detailed prompt. As I said, VEO3 responds details very well, and you can simply use Gemini 2.5 Pro as a prompt builder. Here, for example, I specified the prompt structure I want to have. I defined some scenes, what's in my mind, and simply asked Gemini to create prompts for every scene in my mind. It really simplified things, and hopefully this video was truly helpful for you. Don't forget to give a thumbs up and subscribe for more in-depth tutorials. If you want to learn more about future of storytelling, click here.